What's going on, sports world? This is Robert White, Historic Sports Channel on YouTube. First things first, thank God for everything. Blessings and favor. Now I want to talk about the Tennessee Titans. This weighs heavy on me. And for the life of me, I don't understand it. I don't get it. You got NFL players agreeing with what I said. Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, came in the middle of the year, right? Ryan Tannehill played about 7 games. 7 games, 8 games, I believe. Or it might have been more than 9. Ryan Tannehill played okay. Just okay. Ryan Tannehill got blessed. Listen to when I tell you this. America, sports world, listen when I say this. Ryan Tannehill got blessed with a $118 million contract. $62 million fully guaranteed. $91 million in total guarantees. That's $29.5 million per year for a guy that's not even a top 15 quarterback in this NFL. Derrick Henry led the NFL in rushing this year. The workhorse for the Tennessee Titans. He's the one why they went to the playoffs. They won a division. Derrick Henry was the horse, the cowbell, everything for the Tennessee Titans. And this man's still waiting for a new contract. You hear me? Still waiting for a new contract. Derrick Henry rushed for 1,540 yards this year. 16 touchdowns. He averaged 5.1 yards per rush. So every second down is a first down. You giving the ball as a first down, second down. The man set a record in the playoffs for 4 games. He rushed for 561 yards in the playoffs in 4 games. No NFL running back in the history of football, the history of NFL did that. But this man can't get a contract. But you get your quarterback a contract that didn't play the whole year, and Derrick Henry was 75% of the offense, 75% of the team. And you bless Ryan Tannehill with $118 million. $91 million fully guaranteed money. Are you serious? Seriously, are you serious? What do you think for 2,000 yards, 2,700 yards this year, 2,900 yards? I'm just guessing on the top of my head. Because every time I looked at it, Derrick Henry's running the ball. Running the ball. Team on his back. So again, it's double standards. It will always be double standards in sports. It'll always be double standards in sports. Especially come to contract time. And it always seems, especially when it's black and white athletes, because Christian McCaffrey got blessed with a big contract. How in the hell Christian McCaffrey is the highest paid running back in NFL history? Are you serious? Christian McCaffrey? Now, I'm not knocking Christian McCaffrey. He's a good player. But how in the world you got a contract before Derrick Henry? He ended the league in rushing. You let the NFL all-purpose yards, scrimmage yards. Did you go to the playoffs? No. You let the NFL all scrimmage yards. Did you go to the playoffs? No. Did you taste the playoffs? No. Did you drink champagne? No. Derrick Henry went to the AFC Championship game and lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Derrick Henry was the reason why Tennessee won in 3 playoff games. Let's be real about it. Everything that Christian McCaffrey does, Alvin Kamara does for the New Orleans Saints. Everything. Just Alvin Kamara got injured last year. And the Saints went to the playoffs. That's another story, though. But I'm just stuck on this Tennessee Titans. I just can't believe it. I just don't understand how you bless the quarterback that's not a star quarterback with a hell of a contract where Derrick Henry can't even get paid. Don't make sense. It just doesn't. The Cowboys tried that in 1993. Blessed Troy Aikman with a hell of a contract. Everybody know Emmett was the workhorse. No, Emmett did. He sat out the first 2 games and went 0-2. The players was telling Jerry Jones to pay this man. Gave Emmett his contract, right? So if I was Derrick Henry, I would sit out. I'm sorry, I would sit out. Because it's blatantly disrespectful. I asked for a contract. I come to the table. I did my work. I led the NFL in rushing. I put up these gaudy numbers. I'm the workhorse. I'm the cowbell. When you got my other peers on other teams saying that I should be, they don't understand how I don't have a contract. It's like everything is backwards. Backwards. And I hate, and you know, I don't like to say it, but this will always say, you know, when it comes to sports, you know, racism, especially in football, is heavy. It's heavy. You got the Billionaire Boys Club. That's all the white owners in the NFL. White owners, billionaires. You know? You got players like Derrick Henry, Dak Prescott, that can't even get a contract. Dak Prescott, this year for the Dallas Cowboys, threw for 4,900 yards. His quarterback rate was 99.7. Threw for 32 touchdowns, right? So Dak Prescott can't even get a contract. So you franchise Dak Prescott for 1 year, $31 million this year. For 1 year, Dak Prescott, 1 year. But Kirk Cousins is getting $33 million a year. Carson Wentz, $32 million a year. Jared Goff, $33.5 million a year. Ryan Tannehill, $30 million. They getting that per year, per season. And Dak Prescott's only getting $31 million for 1 year franchise tag. 1 year. 1 year. And the four guys that I named, Dak Prescott better than all of them in my eyes. He's better than Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, and Kirk Cousins. Let's be real about it. 4 years. His numbers are great. He's a good citizen on the field, off the field. Never been in trouble. Missed one practice. 4 years, one practice on 4 years. And can he bless this man with a contract? So when Vic Fangio get on TV and says no racism in football, man, you got to be if you believe that, you're a fool. Racism is heavy in the NFL. You got 32 teams. There's only 3 black coaches in the NFL and 2 black general managers. 2. So you mean to tell me Eric Bieniemy, assistant coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, to help Andy Reid with the play calling, coaches Patrick Mahomes, wins the Super Bowl, right? Okay. Can't even get a job as a head coach for another team. Whereas though the New England Patriots special teams coach get the head coaching job for the New York Giants. I never heard of this man in my life. He's a special teams coach and got a job for the New York Football Giants as the head coach. I never heard this man a day in my life until he got this job. Until he got this job. It just don't add up. It don't add up. NFL, college football, I'm going to tell you a story right here. When Peyton Manning attended the University of Tennessee for 4 years, great quarterback in Tennessee. I ain't taking nothing away from Peyton Manning, Hall of Fame quarterback in the NFL and in college. Peyton Manning cannot beat Florida to save his life for 4 years. Peyton Manning cannot win a national championship for 4 years, right? Peyton Manning leaves Tennessee, got drafted by the Indianapolis Colts. Fine, okay, got that. T. Martin comes in, African-American quarterback in the SEC down Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee. Know what T. Martin did? Led the Tennessee Volunteers to a national championship, beat Bobby Bowden and Florida State Seminoles with Peter Warwick, Chris Winkie for the NCAA championship. Tennessee, led by T. Martin, won the college football championship. You think they praised T. Martin for that? Nope. Nope. You think they said, oh, Tennessee led by T. Martin wins the national championship? Nope. If that was Peyton Manning, oh my God, it would have been a holiday in Tennessee. It would have been a holiday in college football. It's not Peyton Manning's fault. It's not Peyton Manning's fault. It's just, that's what it is. It's just what it is. Things got to stop. Things got to change. You got people that's qualified that could become a general manager, African-American GMs, like Louis Riddick for ESPN. He's qualified to be a GM in the National Football League. Should have got the New York Giants football job 2 years ago, but he didn't get it. He's qualified for it. director of personnel for certain teams in the NFL, the Eagles, scouts. Played in the NFL for a couple years, Cleveland Browns. Believe the Oakland Raiders. It's just they don't get a chance. Just can't get a chance. You know why they can't get a chance? They don't want to give African American chances. Out of 32 teams, it should be at least 15 to 16 black coaches in the NFL. I'm sorry, because the same coach that's getting jobs in the NFL, it's like a carousel. It's the same ones over and over again. Like Mike McCarthy got fired from Green Bay, took a year off. The Cowboys hired him. They hired him. Hired him. You know? Again, Arians still don't got no job as a head coach in the NFL. Want to be a head coach in the NFL. Deserve to be a head coach in the NFL. That's double standard. Double standard. Black quarterbacks in the NFL. Since I've been watching football in the 1980s, growing up, early 80s, to this day, there's always been more pressure on the African-American quarterback than a white quarterback. Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, Aaron Brooks, Dante Culpepper. The list could go on and on. Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson. It's always going to be different type of pressure. Cam Newton. It's always going to be different type of pressure for an African-American quarterback in the NFL than a white quarterback. You know? Been like that since day one. First thing they say, oh, they can't read the defense. Oh, they just want to run the ball instead of throwing the ball. Really? Really? No. 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 So 1987 comes. Doug Williams against the Denver Broncos. I said Doug Williams, not the Washington Redskins. Doug Williams against the Denver Broncos. Right? Doug Williams put up Super Bowl record numbers. 42-10. Beat the Denver Broncos. Put a show on. Put a show on. Right? Outplayed John Elway. Outplayed Elway. Did they praise Doug Williams? Did they praise Doug Williams? No. Nope. They ain't do that for Doug Williams. Doug was cut a year, 2 years later from the Washington Redskins. So when you see a black quarterback say they got a chip on their shoulder, they got the right to have a chip on their shoulder. When Lamar Jackson got drafted by the Baltimore Ravens, he was selected that low. It was a chip on the shoulder because he was better than other guys that got drafted in front of him. And it was the white quarterbacks. It is what it is. Heisman Trophy in college. He could have went back-to-back, but, you know? It's just not fair. And it's not going to be fair until change comes. And the NFL is like they're not trying to make a change. There's no black owners in basketball. I'm sorry, in the NFL. No black owners in football at all. Not one at all. Not one at all. So got to start up top. You got to get a black owner. More black coaches. More black GMs. More black executives. Even females. Hire more females in the front office. African American females. Let's do everything right. Let's do the right thing. It's not going to change until it starts up top. That's the only way it will change. Everything got to start up top. Everything starts at top. Change has to come. You know, now everybody wants to say, they should listen to Colin Kaepernick years ago. We were stupid, was illiterate. No, 4 years ago. Now 4 years later. 4 years later. 4 years later, you want to talk about it. 4 years later. How this man don't have no job. He got white ball from football, not black ball, white ball, because it's white owners, not no black owners. He got white ball. For what? For what?